US President Barack Obama arrives by helicopter at the Union Buildings in Pretoria for bilateral talks with President Jacob Zuma. And a delegation of mine workers from the Northwest are the latest to arrive at the Heart Hospital in Pretoria in support of Madiba. I'm Richard Brooks. US President Barack Obama has arrived by helicopter at the Union Buildings in Pretoria for bilateral talks with President Jacob Zuma. They were expected to cover areas of trade and investments, education, health, development assistance, as well as security and development cooperation in the African continent. South Africa is also hoping to persuade the US to extend the African Growth and Opportunity Act. This allows for a range of South African products and other eligible African states to have duty-free access to American markets. Tsepo Ekaneng has more.
President Barack Obama arrived here with about 5 helicopters that landed on the southern lawns of the Union Buildings, and he was whisked to the west wing of the Union Buildings. As I'm speaking to you, he's currently in talks. He was received by President Jacob Zuma and his senior advisors here at the Union Buildings. Obviously, the issue of reinforcing trade and investment ties between the U.S. and South Africa are topical. You are well aware that China has surpassed the Americans in terms of increasing the investment in South Africa and in Africa at large. So this has been a serious concern for Washington. So I think these are the topical issues, and they're going to be also looking at issues about our neighbors. Zimbabwe will be topical, as you know that they'll be holding elections at the end of July, and South Africa has been mediating in that conflict. So
a delegation of mine workers from the Northwest are the latest to arrive at the Heart Hospital in Pretoria in support of former President Nelson Mandela. Maluti Oboseng has more.
As the nation and world attention befell Mediclinic Heart Hospital in Pretoria, prayers continue to stream in from all walks of life. Lone Min Mine delegation arrived this morning led by Reverend Etienne Hammer. Madiba, U.S. President Barack Obama's personal hero, is spending 22nd day here. His condition is still critical. Outside the hospital near the entrance, well-wishers continue to stop by. Also, Metro Police can be seen at both corners of hospital. For SABC News, I'm Malutu Buseng in Pretoria.
The DA in Johannesburg wants the Managing Director of Pick It Up, Amanda Nair, to appear before the city's Oversight Committee to explain allegations regarding the awarding of a 263 million rand tender. The waste collection utility awarded the tender to Aqua Transport Plant Hire. Auditing firm Ernst & Young had recommended that the company be criminally charged for alleged tender collusion. The DA's Alan Fuchs.
It's absolutely essential that the MD of Pick It Up provides details to the Oversight Committee so that we can assure ourselves that there's been no tender manipulation. This company is alleged to have overcharged the council in the past. If that is true, why is this particular tender being awarded to the same company?
Gauteng police have arrested 4 people in the Valrand this morning. They are suspected to be behind the taxi violence in the province. Weapons have also been recovered. Tsepo Pachane has more.
The police's Lungelo Dlamini says police were following information related to taxi violence as well as firearms allegedly used by so-called hitmen during such violence. He says police arrested the gang and seized ammunition and 2 R5 rifles with their serial numbers rubbed off, hidden in an old steel cabinet at an old municipality training camp near Kwamasiza flats on the Valrand.
These firearms are suspected to have been used in the killing of people related to taxi violence.
Since the beginning of this month, police have arrested 4 other people and seized firearms in Sharpeville and Alexandra. The suspects have been linked to taxi violence in Gauteng. SABC News.